Liberty and Lead podcast. Keep it local. Keep it cash. Tell the feds kiss your ass. Huh?
We're going to cut that part.
What?
His rant.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Leave it. I'm Ty.
I'm Moo.
I'm Trigger.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz.
So before we kick off, I saw this, and Ty, I think you could get behind this too.
Now, we've all had pulled pork, but have you ever had pulled bacon? It is tender and juicy and smoky and makes one heck of a breakfast taco. You're going to start with a slab of bacon. Now, you can cure it and smoke it yourself, or just grab a slab from your butcher.
You mean to
You're
back
going to
up?
cut it into sections about 6 inches thick.
I don't want to get hit in the back of the head with jizz.
Then coat it in some mustard as a binder and grab your favorite barbecue rub and season it up. Then fire up the smoker to 250 degrees and get your bacon on. You're going to let it smoke for about 3 to 4 hours until that bark starts to set and it hits about 175 internal. Then you can pull it off and transfer it to an aluminum pan. You're going to add a little butter on top, then grab your favorite barbecue sauce and add a good drizzle of that. Then cover it in foil and pop it back on the smoker for another 2 to 3 hours until that bacon is totally probe tender. It's going to be between 205 to 210 degrees. Then you can pull it off, let it rest, and shred it up. Toss it back in the pan and give it a good mix in that sauce. Then you can pile it on a tortilla with some eggs and cheese, and you've got one of the best breakfast tacos you've had in your life. Now, we've all had...
Sorry, I saw that, and I was salivating.
What's that app you do the food at Meijer?
Flash food.
Flash food. They got a breakfast pizza in there right now. I was like, it doesn't sound too bad. Sorry.
Unless his old lady snatched it up already.
No.
I don't understand the Americans' love for smoke everything. Why are we all of a sudden smoke eaters more than ever?
Because they banned smoking, so we got to get it somehow or somewhere else.
I don't know. I tried smoked pizza. I mean, I had it. I tried it.
Pizza just adds that smoky flavor to it, but a lot of the smoking stuff it's a different way to cook meat, adds a different flavor to it, and it makes it very tender.
I was going to say, it makes it so soft and tender to where it's not, you're not fucking chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing.
I've made ribs before where I tried to grab part of it, like by the bone, and the bone came away from the rest of it, like separated. The meat was just so tender, it fell apart. I'm like, well, that's what you want.
You ever see some of those freaking videos of those Brits that come over and try American food? And they go to that one restaurant that's all freaking smoked meat. And they're sitting there trying to cut it with a knife. And the owner of the restaurant comes over and starts yelling, "Put the knife down."
I know. I've never seen
Just
no.
Pull. And you pick it up and you eat it. Yes, you are going to get barbecue sauce on your face and
your hands and your
and
fucking clothes and everything.
But you don't need a knife. You don't need a fork. Put them down. And it is so nice.
Smoked mac and cheese.
Here's
I tried
one.
that too. I mean, I didn't mind it, but I just
Jimmy likes
feel
to
like
smoke cashews.
I think the smoke flavor on mac and cheese is overtaking of the rest of it. That's all I tasted.
What's the matter with that?
I'm not a big fan of it, I guess.
I'd
rather have the...
Jimmy smokes cashews.
Really?
I've seen recipes for smoked hard-boiled eggs.
I just say I was just actually going to say
Amy
I
might
do smart
like that.
or smoked hard-boiled eggs. I do that.
Big Mama might like that. Huh. You guys are missing a hell of a show. I mean...
No, I didn't.
You didn't because you
Missed a hell
don't
of a
have
show.
an affection for any children. But that show that your kid was in and didn't stick it out, wow, dude, that's probably a really good show.
Good.
But we talked about this yesterday.
Long. It's only an hour
probably
long.
not the greatest show for kids to be doing.
No, it's Alice in Wonderland. It's fantasy.
It glorifies LSD usage.
That's never brought up.
It's implied, but it's not brought up.
I mean,
It's like the Wizard of Oz.
yeah, I mean that's all of them, really.
Yeah.
You're supposed to
What
get
was the
stoned
one?
as hell and start freaking Pink Floyd's The Wall album at the freaking second roar of the lion.
Lowell was doing one. I don't remember what it was now. They had one just same time. But anyway, it's only about an hour long. $5 a ticket. It's actually pretty entertaining. It's very entertaining. Last night the sound was a little off. Bianca said that the main sound guy was gone and some high schooler had to help and he bombed it. But Heaton's came out. He's in rough shape, buddy. He's hurting. He's in a lot of pain, and I don't know. So far, nobody will even touch him for his hips being out of whack. Nobody will even touch him.
Probably not until the rest of his body freaking heals. They don't want to screw anything else
No,
up.
they just don't want to do it. It's too finicky, dangerous. I don't know. Damn, bro. And it keeps getting pushed from this hospital. And well, no, we don't really have anything to do with it. We don't want anything to do with it. We don't want anything. And they just keep.
Should have stayed in the trash biz.
Are they worried about
Really?
line up with his spine or something
I don't
and
know.
paralyzing him?
Fuck, he's practically paralyzed now.
And as
It's
I
pretty
don't know.
scary. I feel bad for him. I feel like when you see him, you're like, wow, that sucks, dude. Like, you need anything, holler. He's got Sarah taking wheels off cars and Sarah's.
nice touch.
And I told her last night, I'm like, man, you're gonna have to start building shuffleboard tables pretty soon. She goes, yeah, I really am. I'm like, oh man, because he's in a lot of pain. He's got an old walker. We need to find him a better walker. He's got an old lady walker. It's like from the 80s.
Tennis balls on the bottom?
No, not yet. Should got him some. I think I have. I think Amy's got a bunch of them.
Need to get him one of the new
No.
ones with the handbrakes and everything.
Put the tennis
Turn around,
balls
sit
on,
on.
but paint them red, like your clown noses.
Actually put clown noses on her.
I
So
was
like,
gonna say-
honk, honk,
I
honk,
was gonna
honk.
say put squeakers in. I was like,
A little horn on there too. Yeah, he's in holy shit. Pretty sad.
So I
Sucks.
saw something the other day that kind of surprised me. Actually,
Pecker?
I think Duffy is coming. He says just getting coffee, so he's coming.
it's a video from a couple years ago. It was saved in my YouTube Watch Later playlist. You know, the thing that nobody ever goes
Okay,
through.
Yeah.
Well, I've had time, so I've been working my way through, slowly whittling it down. There's a lot of extra shit in there. But it mentioned that America's running out of plutonium used to make RTGs for satellites. Like the long-term power, what is it, radio thermal generator?
Too many Back to the Future trips?
No,
Isn't-
it's
isn't that what Doc used?
well, the issue is the United States doesn't make nuclear weapons anymore, and the plutonium-238 that they use for that is a byproduct of the production. It's non-fissile, so it can't be used for weaponry or energy. So it's a byproduct of making nukes and fuel and nuclear energy. But because America doesn't do it as much anymore, we don't have as much of that byproduct. So we're running out of how much we need for like satellite trips. But so I looked up
First of all, I don't believe that we're not making nuclear weapons anymore.
the Curiosity
Non-sanctioned.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
the Curiosity rover, the one that went to Mars in 2014 or whatever.
Okay.
It got an RTG. It put out 125 watts at the start of its journey. And after 14 years, so 2011 it would have went up, 2010. After 14 years, it's expected to still put out 100 watts.
Oh.
Continuous.
So it's dropped how many watts?
Over 14 years, they expect it to only drop 25 watts of power generation ability.
And how many watts did it start with?
125.
So it's got 60 more years
Well,
before it goes to zero.
after a certain point,
I know.
after a certain point, it's not really worth it. So apparently, I looked it up. The RTGs charge a bank of lithium-ion cells, which then powers whatever they need to do. Because obviously, the rover has downtime while we can't get good signal to it. So it just charges the battery. But then I got curious. Like, how much power draw does a Nissan Leaf use? A small eco-electric car. What if you stick an RTG in the trunk of that? Not a fucking chance. But an electric scooter uses about 2.2 kilowatts per mile.
Was it you that sent me the video of the guy on the scooter doing 70 miles an hour down the highway? Somebody just
I
did.
don't know.
It wasn't me.
But, so a Curiosity rover, the RTG, at the start of its journey is 3 kilowatt hours a day of power generation ability. And an electric scooter uses about 2.2 kilowatt hours per mile. So if you had an RTG, 100-pound fucking box, and you put it on an electric scooter, and your commute was short, you'd have free power for 14 plus years. But it's a 100-pound radioactive box full of plutonium, and if you get into a medium-sized fender bender, everyone's going to have a very bad day. What's left of it.
Because of Fluffy Bunny?
Well, it won't blow up. However,
You may grow a second head or 2 dicks or...
the half-life of...
And that's a problem?
Yours will be in your head.
Yeah.
Now you got a problem.
Let's see. The half-life of 238 is 87.74 years. So 88 years for half of the radioactivity to disappear. And then you're still in danger because you drove like a fucking moron.
What about all the
It's
hydro...
not susceptible for Ty.
Yeah.
What's the new... Or I guess it's nothing new, but the hydro cars. The
What about them? Hydrogen fuel cell?
hydrogen, yeah.
Well, so the big issue that's plagued hydrogen fuel cell cars is you don't want to accidentally have a new Hindenburg, but this time compressed because that's what you have to do in a car.
Yeah.
If you have an accident and another car is on fire or there's a spark, you have to safely vent that hydrogen somewhere. And hydrogen is outrageously flammable. So,
You might blow off that extra wiener you just grew on the other car.
so what do? If you crash a hydrogen fuel cell car, how do you safely get rid of the gas?
I don't have to worry about it. I just have to outrun it.
No. The issue with hydrogen is...
But I could outrun you.
Yeah, the issue with hydrogen is you won't outrun the explosion, but it will make sure you're at the head of the flame front. You won't be on your feet.
You'll be flying through the friggin' air.
You saw the Hindenburg, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was barely compressed.
That's the blimp, right?
Yeah. That was barely compressed hydrogen. We're talking about a tank of, what, 10,000 PSI?
Probably.
Yeah, it's not going to be pleasant for anybody. Oh, so I saw this the other day. I got off the interstate, and I got a Amazon semi was broken down at the top of an off-ramp.
Okay.
And as I passed it, I noticed it had the CNG tanks behind the cab. And I got to wondering, if one of those runs out of gas, what do? Have you ever seen a compressed natural gas tanker driving around?
I mean, yes.
It's not very often. Yeah, it's not often, though. So if you run out of gas, this is like 3 in the morning.
You call a wrecker. You're done. Because you
So-
can't dismount the tanks.
Can't refill them on the road.
You got to call up Airgas or a wrecker and say, hey, can you come out here with a tanker of this gas that you don't normally carry around just to fuel my truck because I'm a fucking moron?
Well, I mean, there's probably everybody's going to test it. I'm surprised we haven't. We probably
We
have.
have.
Okay, I was going to say we probably
How'd
have.
that go?
We had 50 test units between Houston and Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
How'd that go?
Done by Millennium Alternative Fuels. And
Obviously, it didn't go well. We're not doing it everywhere.
Well, there's not natural gas
those were
everywhere.
pilot programs to see how it would do. And they did good, but they didn't do good enough. Because of all the extra training, the tank inspections, because you're literally driving around with
A bomb.
torch tanks.
Yeah.
A bomb behind your head.
I would absolutely refuse to drive one. or propane. I would refrigerate because if something happens, because shit happens.
The first time I did a certain competition, there was all sorts of CNG questions. I had to do hands-on tank inspections and look for damage and look at valves, and because they're using the same engine, they're just taking the injectors out and putting spark plugs in the holes.
Is that all they do?
Pretty much.
Compression fired or what?
No, still spark plug.
Okay.
But the compression ratio is still whatever, 21.5 to 1.
Okay.
That's how you get all your power out of that freaking diesel.
Right.
And then you get more power with it being that high of compression on a gasser. You're more or less making it ISX, a gas engine.
That's a lot of compression for a gasser.
Yes.
That's all.
And in this case,
2.5 times? Really? In today's world, what are we doing? 8?
No, 8's a thing of the past. You're looking standard engine nowadays is 9.5.
Really? That's pretty good.
Just for efficiency.
I don't know, because
Why do you think the horsepower rating's so much higher? Look at, as much as you fucking ass clowns.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Let's say a 305 and a freaking 83 Camaro puts out 170 horse.
wabba!
As to where a 4.8 LS engine right now puts out 320 horse factory. Because they're more efficient, higher compression,
Have a seat,
more
Duff.
direct fuel system, all that bullshit. So, yes, the efficiency that
We started
your
with
LS engines are higher compression ratio than a fucking small block Chevy.
We
from
love
the
our
old
LSs,
days.
don't we?
No, they're fucking junk.
Duffy's got one.
I'm sorry.
Duff man, say hi to YouTube. You got to need to lean in there. Come on, have a seat.
Are we hiding you?
There you go.
Apparently not.
So, we just ramble on. Welcome. This is your first time on the Liberty and Lead
No.
podcast.
We
Duffy,
don't have much of them in the screen.
Virgin Duffy.
Yeah. So how's it going today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Not too bad for a
Enjoying this
Saturday.
warm day.
Not bad. I should have turned the heat on a little earlier, but didn't.
I woke up this morning and stepped out in the house and looked at the thermostat, and it was 70, but my thing's set for 68 because it's so warm outside.
Yeah.
Huh. Turn off the heat and open the door.
Well, no.
Get some fresh air in.
We all live pretty close to each other in this room, and I know that all of our furnaces could definitely use a break. Winter was cold as shit.
You know, I had a guy ask me the other day when frost laws would come off. And
Monday
I
at
was
6
like, well,
a.m.
it'd be great if it would stop fucking snowing
Monday at 6 a.m.
for
All of them.
all of
I
them.
guess so. That's what I was told. I think Alan told me that, Goose. Somebody told me that.
I don't know how much I buy that because it's been snowing recently.
It's cold now. I mean, it's cold rain.
Yeah,
Well,
but there's
it's
no
60
fuck-
now.
There you know.
There's no frost left in the damn ground. There is no frost left in the damn ground. They should have came off this week.
Well, they couldn't get revenue if it came off this
Oh,
week.
true.
No shit.
But they started construction this week.
Yeah, the guys are really. There's a trade-off there. Need to make revenue on the overweight tickets, but then guys got to get their asses back to work. So,
Yeah, but
construction.
Lansing's a
Concrete.
fucking mess.
Dude, your
construction
city
right
sucks.
That's all of Michigan, isn't it?
Oh,
now.
Lansing
no,
is fucked.
Lansing is something special.
Oh, dude, he
Whitmer
is not lying.
Really fucked Lansing. All the interstates are fucked up.
Lansing makes our county look champion.
Oh, by the way, I looked up compression ratio for our cars is a bit over 16.
Oh, on our diesels? Okay. I thought you meant our cars like the.
Oh, no.
I was like, whoa, no way.
No. Yeah, just wanted to look that up for our
Yeah,
cars.
16
16.2 to 16.5 to 1.
higher compression would make more power, but then I think you're losing some life of the engine at that point.
Yes, but You also have to look at it as nowadays with the higher compression, we also have different metallurgy,
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit, figuring out the bearings, tighter tolerances. I mean, look, you went from a standard freaking oil back in the day was a 1540, and a lot of people ran 2050 or whatever.
Hey. So,
Jesus.
this is one of the intersections. You see all the shutdown ramps. And then just down the road a little bit, you got a whole bunch more shutdown ramps.
So everybody's got to find a way around that shit.
It's all connected. There's no damn way around it besides 69 over to freaking. Well, you can't even do that.
69.
But, yeah.
Can't even do that because that's 127. So now you're screwed.
It's the big north-south
But we can
right
get-
through town.
We can still get down to
Mason.
Mason. Okay, that's key.
That's the important.
But
Until they switch those two lines over to this side.
it is still good that you can still get back to 96 for now.
Yeah.
No, so one day I got a call from one of the guys. So they shut down the ramp from northbound 127 to westbound 96 with no notice.
Oh,
And the ramp to Jolly Dunkel, the next exit up, was shut down. He had to go all the way to East Lansing up by Frandor, get off, turn around, get back on to get on 496. No notice on whatever day of the week it was. They just shut those ramps down.
tends to happen though.
Good old fucking Lansing. But Ty's governor is fixing the damn roads.
Try to get a little closer to the bar so you can get in the camera a little bit if you can. If not, we'll move the camera.
That's okay.
Lean in. Yeah.
That's okay.
We gotta figure out how to back that camera. Maybe I'll mount it right to the wall or something. Back it up a little more.
I mean, this bar should be pulled away from the corner more.
I was going to say the bar needs to come this way
You think
about
so?
another foot and a half.
That ain't happening.
And I know with the carpet and
Yeah,
everything. I know.
I'm like, as soon as you said it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. I did everything, got everything carpeted, but I cut her on the bar because this thing's heavier than shit. Let's go. I've got notes. I've got things.
That's
wrong?
his bling cabinet.
Multiple. Yeah.
Say, weather's starting to break pretty good.
Speaking, well, since we're on cars, Hemi's coming back. They quit making the Hemis, the 5.7, 6.4,
Okay,
6.2s.
but given
But they're coming back.
Stellantis' current run at quality, do you really want a new Hemi?
What are they going to put it in? A rust bucket?
Compared to they had a straight six twin turbo that they replaced it with, and nobody was buying them. Whatever it was, 3-point-some liter. I don't know. But it made a lot of power. But still, I mean, if you were to go buy a used truck or a new one, I guess it doesn't matter. If you're out looking at them, here's a V8 and here's a straight six with twin turbo. They're call them the same price, call them the same truck. What are you going to do? Okay, now you got a F-150 or a Chevy 1500, and then the Ram with the fucking straight six turbo straight six compared to the other two having V8s, 5.0 and a 5.3 or 6.2. Well, 6. No, let's consider the 6.2 is okay. 5.3. Let's go 5.3. 6.2s are junk.
Hold on. You just
So-
sent the thing. The LS3
Yeah,
was the
Crate
best
motor.
engine.
that's the crate replacement. Like
Oh.
no DOD, none of that shit. So, but anyway,
I don't know. What it in
Hammies are coming back.
in Tokyo Drift, what did they put in that Mustang?
2JZ probably. They did all sorts of rice shit in there.
Yep.
Was
So,
it
I
a
don't know.
2J?
I don't know. I think it was some.
Oh,
I don't
Honda
honestly
motor or
know if I
something.
turned down a freaking.
Was it a
Twin
gallon
turbo
12
straight
or a
six.
gallon 24?
But if you were looking at, okay, so would you take an EcoBoost V6
No,
F-150,
not
or
a
would you take a
V6.
5.0?
Not a V6.
Huh?
How do you have signal?
I'm on Wi-Fi.
Straight six and V6, two totally different monsters.
Yes, they are.
The 67 Mustang and Tokyo Drift was a 2.6 turbo straight six Skyline GTR RB26 engine.
Say that 3 times fast.
So it's a fucking racer engine in a Mustang.
No,
And you know, I would
It's a
drive that
Mustang.
every day of the fucking week.
Hold on.
That specific car with that engine, I would
Without
drive
saying
that
it
every
on
day of
here,
the week.
That's the password.
All little letters. All little letters.
Well,
Let's see.
Why is that? That surprised me.
he set it up. What do you mean?
245 to 250 horsepower out of that 2.6. Why don't you
pretty
just
good.
get an LT4?
Right. The Hemis are coming back. Corvettes are cheap right now. You can go beat up a dealership and get one for less than a truck. $55,000 you can have a Corvette. Brand new
That's
one.
$55,000 more than anybody should ever pay for a Corvette.
Ah, come on. They're pretty bad.
I just saw a TikTok of someone was worried about, or some dealership salesman was selling a Dodge pickup for 10 grand, like 10 grand off, and all the comments were like, "Well, you still can't give me the pay for that much for it. Knock it down to like 30 or 40 grand, and we'll talk."
I still can't believe there's people out there that pay more than I paid for my 3/4 ton truck for a Chevy Colorado or a little Ranger.
Quarter ton.
The Mavericks or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
I paid 40 grand out the door for my truck. And granted, it's just a Dodge. But, I'm sorry, Ram. You know, Ram actually stands for really annoying manifolds. They leak like a sieve. But anyway,
But modern trucks, they want like, what, 80, 90 grand for a half ton?
old Bill Hoffman just ordered a brand new Denali. 3/4 ton. Duramax. Burgundy. Loaded. 4-door.
Apparently he's getting a lot of hours.
He always has. He makes good money. Yeah. He was looking for a used one. He goes, fuck it, I'll just buy a new one.
That's a $140,000 truck.
Dude, it's up there. It's like, yeah, it's 6 figures. But he's so excited because he gets like 6 grand off working where we work.
Ooh.
6 grand.
Yeah,
6 grand.
Maybe a little bit more than that, but yeah.
Won't even make a dent in the price tag.
Dude.
But I think
If that's
he's
the
paying cash.
antics, that's a little fucky.
Dude,
I'm
that's-
sorry.
Have you seen this other GMC truck he's got?
No.
6 grand won't even cover the tax.
No, it won't. You're absolutely right.
I just don't get
Yeah.
the price of vehicles, period, right now. Besides everything going up and everybody wanting $50 a freaking hour to build this shit, but the quality and the fact that just to replace my truck's $125 grand. If I was to replace it with a brand new truck.
That's a house.
It is. No.
Not
That's
yet.
half of a
Well,
house
it's still,
now.
Still a house.
Because-
It's not a very good one, but
Right.
A double wide on 1.5 acres right now is 200 grand. A double wide.
Yeah, I bet you're on it, yeah. I believe
A single
wide.
wide's 150.
Damn, dude.
yeah, we were looking because the kids are looking for a place, and
Right.
it is stupid.
Your
It is so stupid out there.
your house right here, minus the barn,
Yeah, it's like 240.
is a $240,000 house.
that's what they're-
You add the freaking barn, you're looking at 340.
Yeah, but as soon as they realize what Ionia tap water is all about.
I got well. And I'm up on the hills. I'm a little tired.
You find something out in the boonies with a little bit of land, you're paying $450, almost $500.
I don't know if it's still true to this day. However, a few years back, you could buy a piece of shit house on a 5-acre farm for less than you could just buy the 5-acre farm. If the house needed to be torn down, you could buy it cheaper or just completely rebuilt. And I was considering that. I probably should have done that a long time ago. And that was kind of the plan when we moved here. We got back together. I was going to sell both houses, move out in the country where we belong, because she grew up on a dirt road. I was out in the country, pretty far out there. We pretty much belong in the country, but no, she conned me into staying here, and I fucking loathe it.
Yeah, but somebody's got to see your Halloween decorations.
Oh
Fuck
yeah.
off.
Hey, I'm
Somebody-
saying,
Somebody's got to see all the hard work you put into setting them up every year.
Yes, yes, you are absolutely
wow,
correct.
you got him on board with staying in the city.
Good, I don't want him out in the country with us.
I don't know, he's still kind of too close to the country for us.
He's too close to me, period.
So my notes were the Hemi coming back, the upside down Corvette market, other motor sport stuff. It's bike season. Look twice. We've all owned bikes except for you, and you considered getting one.
I have, but it's just...
So we know, ride like everybody's out to kill you.
Yep.
That's it is dangerous as hell. It used to be dangerous when we were riding. When we first started riding, it was dangerous.
We were stupid too.
Well, I'll give you that. Yeah, we did a lot of...
But there's also 6 million more people on the fucking planet now.
And every single one of them's looking at their phone.
Yep.
It's getting worse
So-
day by day.
Was it? Who was telling me? Oh, Alan's wife works with this young lady who just bought a motorcycle, never rode before. Said she stalled it like 3 times getting out of the parking lot the first day. And I'm like, oh no. And she bought a Duke, I think, is what she said. What he
She's
said.
going to whiskey throttle that at a stoplight after she stalls it and end up on a freaking...
On her ass.
On her
Yeah.
ass.
Hold on. Since we're talking about it, let me get this set up.
It's just dangerous.
Well, that's why I sold mine. I mean, within 2 months, there was, 6 people killed a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Oh.
That year was
Yeah.
Perky died, didn't he?
Yep.
Yep. A couple of
Yeah, I'll
those.
buy your pop's house.
So I sent this video to Ty.
Holy shit. Wait till you hear the price of this bike.
Yes, sir. Brand new. This is mine, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new M1000 2024 Double R.
This has to be one of the worst feelings ever. This rider had just bought an M1000 worth over 30 grand. He had just left the dealership when this happened.
That is so nice. That is weird, totally different from a 650 the way I'm sitting. I'm gonna have to get used to that.
650 to a 1000 double R.
$35,000 bike.
Appreciate you, man.
MSRP was what, 33 and change after
Yeah.
tax?
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Man,
at
I
that.
felt
That's
the
a
tip
base
of this
model.
bike. That's wild. I can't even believe that this is happening right now. Woo! This is wild.
2 seconds later.
I don't know why I can't find neutral when I'm riding, and I don't want to let go of the clutch because I don't know
Sometimes
if
you gotta
it'll
rock the bike, frankly.
stall or not.
he's already nervous. You can hear his breathing.
Dude, there's no fucking way that just happened, bro. Oh my gosh, bro!
Hold on, it gets worse. It somehow gets
Ain't
worse
no
than
way.
dropping a brand
Ain't
new
no
bike,
way.
brand new full fairing bike.
That's fucking wild, bro. Brand new.
So,
Dumped it, brand new, bro. That is fucking crazy. That is wild, bro.
Wouldn't be my words.
Maybe every other one would start with an F.
Oh, shit. Hey, damn near you got hit by a
Not
fucking car.
even-
no, he damn near hit the car.
Yeah.
He pulled out.
Fucking dumped it. That neutral is finicky, bro. Alright, let's assess the damage. Oh, bro.
35,000 bike. Dumps it on a low speed corner.
I think he hit like tar on the road, didn't he? That soft tar. By the looks of it, there was a big patch there, or it was just a mess of dirt.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
True.
You were going 2 miles an hour,
And he's experienced because he had a 650.
allegedly. The video would prove otherwise because he pulled out into a car.
I vaguely remember seeing a video of you going up over ass over tea kettle once.
Do you remember when that
That was the
was?
first day.
It was in the MSF course.
Yeah. He
I
dumped
had an excuse. I didn't start on a 650 and then say, well, I'm ready for a 1000.
He popped the clutch and went over in the class.
Bike didn't
In the
have,
class.
Bike didn't have the safeties, like hold the clutch in. Which, whatever.
Would you ever buy another bike?
Actually, I was considering it. I started looking at the Street Glide. But,
Nah. You gotta get a gold wing.
oh, Jesus. Come on.
They come in
We're
automatic.
kind of anti-Harley here to a point. I mean, I appreciate what Harley has done for the motorcycle world, and there's a ton of guys that just, but it's a T-shirt club.
It is. Yeah.
You can't deny that.
I did see a gay pride symbol this week here in Ionia.
I have a Harley still, not here. It's at Buzzy's.
You still got it, huh?
Yeah, I never do anything with it. But that thing will definitely need to be redone
Well,
before it goes anywhere.
I was always Honda. I mean, I loved my Honda.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's right.
But
You had that smoking. It was a
Smoking
smoking
Joe.
Joe's. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a cool one.
And speaking of laying down, that was out in the old parking lot of Kmart when they had just put that blacktop sealer down.
Mm-hmm.
Not even 5 miles an hour. It was ice.
Slicker
It
shit.
was- oh, God. So that went down. But no, wife says she won't ride anymore, so yeah. And it's
That might be the reason to ride. In some cases.
Peace and quiet.
Yeah.
it's exactly 5 minutes to work, so it's not like I'm saving a whole lot of
Well,
gas.
unless you take the other way.
There is a lot of where he was going with it. There's a lot of people that use that excuse, and I think it's just an excuse to buy a motorcycle because it's better on fuel. But now you got a bike payment, insurance payment. It's just an excuse to make yourself feel better mentally about buying the bike. It's more about I want a bike. I want to go have fun. I want to go fast.
They were asking about me having a bike. Is like, so you're probably saving a lot on fuel. I was like, actually, no, my bike's less efficient than my car is.
Yeah.
So I'm actually spending more in fuel to drive the bike.
Well,
We have
plus you're running-
we have the diesels that get 40-some miles a
Oh,
gallon. So
yeah, and running premium probably in it.
Runs premium. Our cars run diesel, which still somehow costs
sucks.
more.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, is on your way to work, you have a hill to go down. You have to cross traffic where there's no damn light, and there's so many freaking accidents every freaking week.
It probably comes this way.
I usually go down to Riverside and
do?
try to get on
That's-
66 that way.
You go down that hill, and then you try to get off
hold on.
Riverside
What
onto
time of day?
66.
PM about 6:30.
Oh.
PM.
Well,
So-
the traffic should be pretty waned off.
Oh,
by
hell no, not
always.
there.
No.
I
Not
avoid
there.
66
Fucking
like
drag
the
strip
fucking
down there in
plague.
front of where you're trying to get out anyway.
I avoid
Exactly.
66 like the plague.
Yeah.
This, the fucking all.
Yeah,
the
look where that
traffic.
got you. That puts you in the ditch.
Hold on. Now, hold on. Cast your mind back. Do you remember that road service?
Yes, it was fucking ice. It was
When I
ice.
ended up in someone's front yard.
Oh, yeah.
So I took the back way to work, and I got past that barn on Kelsey and Tuttle. There's that big red barn in the
Okay.
corner.
Used to be Palmer's.
Just
Yeah.
past that, not even trying to get after it, and the truck just started getting sideways.
What
Can't
can you
do it. I let off the throttle, but it still kept going.
Pickup trucks with no weight in the back are no better than a Mustang or Camaro or Corvette
I
in the
don't
snow.
think no weight in the back would have. I don't think weight in the back would have done anything.
No, not that day. It
Because
was
I walked, like, I called him, I had to wake him up, got a strap ready, and I walked out to the road, and as soon as I stepped on the road surface on foot, I slipped and fell.
Nice.
That thing was
I was a little concerned for
sheet
the
of
road.
glass.
Well, and then
If you go there, there's a pothole right now. The frost heaved it from all the impact.
And actually, there was an accident down there the other day where Tuttle meets Kelsey.
I
Not
heard-
surprised there. I've seen
Wasn't
so
a bunch
many there
right here.
too.
I just now that I'm new to Facebook, FaceSpace, whatever you want to call it, I see that shit on there all the time now.
I'm just waiting for more comments. Well, we need to put a light at Tuttle and Kelsey.
I was
Well,
gonna say,
they
my
find it-
niece was in an accident there quite a few years ago.
We need less lights around here, and that's your fucking fault.
Not mine.
No,
Not
dude,
mine,
That
buddy.
one at
That
David,
really is.
That one at David needs to go away.
they just finally
And-
got it.
I don't give a fuck. Get rid of it.
Dude,
And
the one over here, yeah. His,
66 and David?
and
it took
then,
forever to
and then
find
Get rid of
66
that
and old
fucking thing.
16. That's
Get rid of that one too.
Don't blame me
Grand
on that
River
one.
Ave and 66. Get rid of that one.
Yeah. That one,
But everybody complains they want to light at the bottom of the hill. at Riverside and 66.
Oh,
they've always
They've
have.
been saying that for so many years.
But they can't because truck can't start off there and make it to the top of the hill.
At one point,
Especially back when they first started talking
Yeah.
about it in the 80s, trucks
They-
were gutless.
well,
And
it
now
seemed
they're
like
gutless because of fuel efficiency.
seemed like when they were actually looking into it, they would have had to take and widen the road all the way to where the road commission is. Make it that much further out for the trucks to get up the hill.
You've lived in Ionia your whole life, so have I. Trigger's kind of
53
Lake
years.
Odessa.
As I say, I've lived in Ionia County my
Sorry,
whole life.
Trigger, Duffy, Trigger. There's got to be another way around town. We have 2 bridges in town to get across the river, but we need maybe a third and some sort of a bypass to get around town because this light sucks. Downtown sucks. It's just
Even the intersection of
We've
Cleveland
grown-
and frickin' Riverside sucks. Because you have to come down, and not everybody frickin' knows that people coming down the hill,
Oh, geez.
they don't have to
Right.
stop.
That one's
right.
And
I'm surprised
making
there's
that
not
big
more accidents there.
sweeping curve at the Alibi,
Yep.
it,
Living here, go down that hill with some caution
Yeah.
because
I was with Wes one day going down the hill, and he was cooking. I'm like, you better start slowing way the fuck down. This turn is a lot sharper than you think it is.
oh yeah.
yes, and then if you get to the bottom, it can be a little rough depending on your speed. So
Well, then
And-
you want to be going slower at the bottom because some people will ignore cars barreling down that hill.
That's the other thing is there's so many accidents there because the other traffic doesn't realize coming down the hill nobody has to stop, so they frickin' pull out and somebody.
there's
Well,
signs
just-
saying
I'm just waiting on the comments. We need to put a light at that intersection.
nobody's gonna.
It's just like
It's
the
same reason
built-in.
with this hill down here, 66 in Riverside. Trucks can't stop coming down that
They
hill.
can't get going. They
No.
can't stop. It's
Right.
just never going to happen. But there needs to be a bypass around town somehow, because at some point,
Well, it doesn't matter if it's a semi either. That's the intersection that I ended up the telephone pole with the Tahoe because somebody coming off at Riverside wasn't looking. I was headed up the hill and she ran right in the side of me.
And, especially
thinking you had to stop.
No, just
Or-
not paying attention.
Oh,
come spring and summer
Headed
when
south.
everybody's coming out of that freaking car wash down there when they're super busy. It used to be when Riverside party store was open, you had all the freaking alcoholics coming out of there drunk.
they did buy a lot of booze down there.
And I mean,
He used to live pretty close to it. Other side
most
the road.
of the state worker corrections officers would stop there.
for their energy drinks.
Yes. And it was,
Energy.
Well,
Carbs are energy, I guess.
there has been so many accidents down there that, I mean, I don't agree with putting a light in there just for the simple fact, but how many accidents would have cut down on? But on the other hand, the same way with, not saying about motorcycles, but it's like, people aren't fucking paying attention. They're paying attention to this fucking thing.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
It's
why
just-
our
it's
children
stupid dangerous.
today are up against more obstacles than we ever were. They got twice as much traffic in these. So, Amy's right to be super nervous for the kids trying to drive. I guess I am too.
well, it seems like there's more kids nowadays that don't want to drive either, though.
Yeah, Gavin took his sweet ass time. My other one is ready to drive today. She already wants a car. She wants to drive. She doesn't care what it is. She brings it up about once a day.
Yeah.
Yep.
say my oldest was 18 before he got his license.
Gavin, I think
I-
was pretty close.
I remember I was antsy as hell. I wanted
Yeah.
mine. Then my parents were like, well, mom more, I think, that was pushing, no, I don't want you to have it yet. But I still got mine at 16.
Right. Now they're starting driver's training at what, 14?
14 and 9 months.
That just seems really young.
Way too young.
Thank you.
See, I
Way.
got my license at 16 and a half because mom held off on it. Dad got sick of me annoying him, so he took me over when mom was working one day, got my freaking license. 3 weeks later, with my paper license, I got my first speeding ticket in the farm truck.
I used to
Yeah.
get pulled over quite a bit.
And
I
then
drive
it
like
just
I drive
spiraled.
like a 100-year-old woman now, and I catch a lot of shit about it. I'll set the cruise on the highway like 65.
Oh, yeah, in the left lane. In the left lane.
Or like I go down Old 16, I'll set the cruise like 54, and people just ride my ass. I'm like, get around me, whatever, fuck off.
I'm still the asshole out there that's...
Hauling ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
On my way home yesterday, I was almost to 90 out on 96 most of the way home.
You would think
I wouldn't
the
be doing that shit.
the aggressive 90 mile an hour would be a bigger problem, but I think the guys like me that drive 55 miles an hour on a 55 mile an hour road create a lot of fucking road rage.
Well, hold on. 55 and a 55, for me at least, doesn't create a lot of road rage. It's the fuckers doing 45 when it's clear and sunny and a 55 here on 66, because you can never get a gap coming the other way to pass the fuckers.
Right.
You don't
Or
drive
21.
down up and down M21 like from any part of M21. It's just you can't pass anybody almost.
Unless
Unless
you're
they
on a
are doing
bike.
Yeah.
Sorry. A real bike, not a Harley.
God, I can hear this fucking thing, but I can't see him.
I was just, we were talking about this big hill here, Myers Hill, and God, I don't think Harleys could make it from a stop up that hill either.
Trust me, they can.
Okay, but they would hear it climbing the hill in Lowell. Blah, 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 blah.
Coming downhill, they got to shut it off so everybody can hear him go, brother, and then turn it back on.
Did you ever have to top the oil off at the top of the hill?
No, that's the old school Harley. New ones aren't bad.
Yeah.
Okay, next time
New
I'm
ones
not
have
wearing
a
a shirt.
bigger
Okay. Son.
New ones have a bigger reservoir, so as it leaks oil, you have longer to go.
Like I said, we bust balls on the Harley thing quite a bit, but they did for motorcycles what Beatles did for rock and roll. So
I am a little surprised that Harleys at this point don't use diesel, so they can just use the fuel as the lubricant as it leaks.
boy, if they sped as much as they make noise. Like the first thing they do is go out and buy drag pipes. That one kid that lives down here, oh, he loves just a fucking throttle 100%. Just before the field, before Tina's old house.
He's got one.
Yeah, dude.
You don't hear him?
Holy cow. Must not come my way.
I know his name,
No,
but I don't say
you'd
it
hear
here.
him.
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, holy cow, that kid's got some drag pipes on his, and he just loves to show off.
Your Harley has drag pipes.
Yeah. I don't remember what it sounds like. It's been
10 years?
10 years? before I
That
took it.
crankcase is bone dry.
The tires are shot. The fuel's
I was
junk.
gonna say tires are flat. They're weather checked to beat hell.
They're bad. Yeah, they're bad.
Fuck, I think the last time I was out there, the fucking leather on the seat was starting to crack.
Really? I don't remember. Let's probably go look.
It's
It's gonna
yeah.
need $600 in tires. It's gonna need the fuel system cleaned out. It's fuel injected. But
I'd say it was 10 years ago since you ran it. Your dad, I don't think's freaking. Your dad, I don't
year
think
was
ran
it?
it since 10.
What year is it?
07.
Oh, see, I
No.
wasn't thinking it was that new.
It's an 07.
No.
Yep.
You sure? I thought it was like a freaking 02 or 04.
No, it's 07 fuel injected.
Oh, I thought it was an old carbureted one.
Nope.
That's what I thought too.
It's Harley. They probably consider the fuel injector inside the carb to be fuel injected.
Well, it's injecting the fuel, yes.
Yeah. See? Fuel injected.
Yeah, I got a good shot at kicking you in the nuts. You know that?
Good luck finding them. They're real small.
I was gonna say, nobody's probably found them in a couple of years.
So, fun stories. You got any fun stories? I got one I'll start off with. Go to a place down in Middleville. You got a guard shack. And I jump out of the semi and I notice a couple things. Just, I don't know. People notice things, whatever. I go in and I'm like, "That's your car out back?" And he goes, "Yeah, the one right up by the building here." "Yeah. Yeah. You have a license plate on it? You don't have a paper tag? What's going on?" He goes, "I can't afford insurance." I'm looking at the guy in the eyes. But by then I've already noticed that he's covered in tattoos. He's got a fresh one that still has plastic on it. I'm still looking at him in the eyes. I did notice there's an energy drink sitting there. There's a pack of smokes with a lighter on top of it. The cheap Bic lighter. But he's got a brand new tattoo, but he can't afford insurance to put a fucking license plate on his car. And I'm like, oh, that sucks, dude. And you should be proud of me. I'm a Gen X. Normally I'd go, you fucking cheese dick. Right? We don't filter for feelings.
Fix your fucking priorities.
Yeah. So you should be proud of me. I didn't call this kid a fucking idiot.
He doesn't realize
Shit.
that bond is going to be more expensive than insurance would have been.
Well, I walked out of there and I think I was on the phone with somebody. I'm always on the phone with somebody. Seems like, thank God for these headphone things I got. But I was like, this kid can't be fucking serious. Anyway, that was a fun, quick
Hell,
story.
I jumped in my kid's shit this morning about freaking money and doing shit, and
You're going to be doing that forever, I'm afraid.
I get it. I just
I mean, look where they
why the fuck? And
He
again,
can afford his energy drinks and junk food.
now.
different
he's got
different
adult money.
generations. Yeah,
It's just like
Yeah.
the guy standing out, need money for gas in front of Walmart.
Get me
With a Columbia
fucking
coat
started.
and a pack of cigarettes and an energy drink.
They stand out here right on this corner, right? The woman, the two women with a baby. They stand out there. They beg for. They get food. They get money. They get gifts given to them from Myers, Walmart's, whatever.
Oh.
But then the guy sits down here at Walgreens in a minivan, pulls up, gets everything they've collected, so it doesn't look like they've got a bunch of shit, and then goes back down there. The guy parks down there and waits for him to call him and go, "Yeah, we got a big haul. Come get it." When that house was empty, vacant, he'd pull into that driveway. I jumped in her shit one day. That was the guy or the girl, I think.
it was
it was a guy.
it was two females and a kid, and
Because they were leaving trash around that sign.
was it you or was it Amy?
Amy was screaming shit across the road. She always does. Like, fuck out of here.
Okay, then you walked over there at that point.
I said,
we were
all the-
sitting out in the fucking lawn chairs in the driveway, just freaking laughing.
all the trash, and that was when I think the old man was still alive.
No, I think the house was vacant at the time.
Okay, then I lied to her. But I'm like, all this trash out here, I watched that old man come out here and pick up all your fucking shit. I said, if you leave more trash out here, I'm calling the cops. I said, and I got it all on video of you leaving trash. If you're just dumping trash, they're going to do something about it. If you're just standing there begging, they won't do nothing. I don't think they can. I don't know. Can
But
they?
on the other hand, is these people sit in the wrong spots? In front of Walmart, in front of Meijer? Motherfucker, if you bought groceries, if we're leaving Walmart and Meijer, we're fucking broke.
Dude, every other car stops and gives them something.
No,
They do.
I don't
Well,
get
Then they
that.
walk away and get in their car that's
panhandlers-
nicer than any car that dropped off shit to them. So
Most panhandlers, all you really should give them is the middle finger as you drive away.
years ago, we were pulling out of Costco, and there was one on either side of the entrance, and they were screaming shit back and forth. Get away! This is my fucking corner. Me and him are laughing our asses off. It was funny.
Oh, you might get a kick
It's
out
my
of this.
turf, motherfucker.
I had one
What are
day.
you talking, hookers or?
No, they're just beggars.
I had one day.
Saint.
Well, yeah.
South Lansing, Pennsylvania, where it meets with Cedar.
Okay.
Pulled up in a semi on the right-hand lane because I had to turn left. Some fucking panhandler standing on that middle median walked across that first lane to hold his sign and stare up at me in the truck and then gesture at the sign. All I can think is, you're going up the wrong fucking tree to approach me right now.
I've told you guys this, but there was one under Leonard Street Bridge. I threw a bag of spicy Doritos at him. I'm like, oh, here you go, buddy. Then I turned the corner. I'm like, boy, you could probably go for a Mountain Dew right about now because his mouth's going to be burning. Poor bastard. Fuck off.
He's probably already got a six-pack
Yeah, I'm
tucked
sure.
under.
Fucking guys.
All the fucking people that live under that bridge, yeah.
Pissing in each other's mouths. Dirty bums.
Sounded to me like you were just reminiscing about spending some more time down there.
Oh, dude. I mean, you drive through there with a semi and you can smell piss under those bridges.
Yeah.
So it's gross.
We went to Anchorage a few years ago, and God, the homeless are all over up there too.
As I say, that's bad. My nephew's a Anchorage police officer,
Yeah.
and it's freaking terrible up there.
It's beautiful, but yeah.
Oh, what other? You guys got any
Well,
screenshots from the week?
In fairness, though, in Alaska in general, it just costs a fortune to do anything, including eat.
And there's a lot of them that are
What?
native.
Nothing. I need the clicker so I can connect to that TV. I'll find it. I'll get it. Yeah, it's got it over there. So, the best rated fast food restaurant in each state as of 2025. So it's a new list. I'll go over some of the. California has In-N-Out as their best fast food restaurant.
Because the burger goes in and it comes out.
Whatever.
Actually,
Ty,
In-N-Out ain't bad. I had it a couple times when
There
I
you
was
go,
in
Downer.
Vegas. It ain't bad.
You can be able to bowl tonight. You'll be fucked up.
That's why I got a DD.
That's why he's drinking it, so he can bowl.
Yeah.
I should probably start. Then Amy can drive.
Dude,
tonight.
so Monday night was our last
I'm
night
just
of bowling.
waking up.
It was our fun night.
Been up since 1.
For what?
Our last night of bowling league was
Okay.
this last Monday night, so it was our fun night. I walked out of the bowling alley at quarter after 10
You weren't drinking, were you?
after having 9 fucking shots, and I drove home.
You?
Yep.
Somebody doesn't drink. Had 9
On a
shots.
Friday night.
No, Monday night.
Oh, Monday night?
Monday night.
Oh, so you went to work hungover.
Oh, I
the
slept
next
like a fucking baby.
9 shots of what?
Oh, there was some gummy bears shots, some other freaking
day.
shots,
Gayest thing you
and
could've said.
I was gonna say.
everybody else was getting them. I wasn't buying them because we were sticking everybody. Everybody else was freaking buying the shots. So
So for our home state, took me by surprise.
DQ.
DQ is the best rated fast food restaurant in Michigan.
Okay, when's the last time?
Took me by surprise.
Hold
That
on.
is very
The,
surprising.
the closest DQ I can think of is Hastings.
No,
Laco. Laco.
Oh yeah.
Ty, when's the last time you had any food at DQ? Not ice cream. Food.
Never. I
weeks
don't think
ago?
I've ever had.
What about you?
Shit, I haven't been to a DQ in forever.
I don't think I've ever had food at DQ.
No.
Really?
DQ
Oh, their-
to me
their
to me
food's good.
DQ by definition is just ice cream.
No.
Dairy Queen.
Queen. Yeah.
No,
Dairy.
their burgers are fucking. I mean, awesome.
Really? I guess that makes sense then. Culver's
Florida.
Culver's had Florida.
Hold on, wait.
Their home state of Wisconsin is not.
Yeah, I was about to say, Culver's couldn't even win their home state.
What is that one, Dave? What's that?
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. Okay. No, there's 5 guys in there.
There's Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but you've had
Oh,
5 guys.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. Imagine that.
They won their own state.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Wisconsin, take some lessons.
Yeah, no doubt. Culver's got 3. Looks like 3
All right.
states there.
2, 3.
I'm pretty sad about North Carolina and Jimmy John's won.
Well, look at Subway. Subway's in there. 1, 2, 3 at least.
Subway
4.
sucks.
4's got 4. Hawaii, the best rated fast food in Hawaii is Subway. That is kind of piss poor.
I see 6 Subways on there.
See, I've never been to a Five
Virginia,
Guys,
you
Firehouse,
see
or a
one
Jersey Mike's.
up in New England.
What
What
is
state
mod?
is that?
I don't know what a mod
What
is.
is what?
Must be
Mod.
at some point. At some point,
gotta be
Buc-ee's
Texas,
is going to have some sort of a fast food thing, and they're going to take over
Well,
the
hold
whole
on.
nation.
Auntie
Buc-ee's.
Anne's
Oh,
is a fast food restaurant.
It is.
It's right there in the middle. I'm not very good with my states.
I'm not
Was
really,
that
good. I'm not
Missouri?
really good at seeing anything.
Mod is a pizza joint.
Oh, there's one in Grand Rapids on 28th Street,
Is there?
right in front of Center Point. That strip where like Men's Warehouse and everything is.
Okay.
It's in there.
Not real popular except for Texas and
Hey, what's that chicken joint for
Nevada.
right above Nevada?
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Dave's Hot Chicken. I think there's one of those.
Blaze Pizza. For is
Blaze Pizza.
that Jersey?
Yeah, I think that's
Gotta be.
Jersey.
Jersey Mike's there, or is that Jersey and that road? No.
Auntie.
We flunked geography
Look,
clearly.
Auntie Anne's pretzel
Right there.
is actually.
a fair.
Where?
What? Auntie Anne's?
Where's that?
Hey, shuffle to the left to the end of Kentucky.
That's,
Auntie Anne's.
In Mississippi?
That's Missouri.
Auntie Anne's is Maine up here also.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the?
Arby's won one state.
No, they got 2. Oklahoma and
Hey,
New Hampshire.
who's the board girl in Jeopardy Wheel of Fortune.
It was Vanna White.
It's
Who is it now?
Vanna and whatever's daughter.
All right, Vanna. When we name out a restaurant,
Yeah. Flip it over. Give us the
hey,
sign.
yeah. Where's all the Chick-fil-A's?
I see quite a few Chick-fil-A's actually. There's
Yeah.
quite a few.
Oh, there's 1, 2.
Hey,
3,
what?
4, 5.
What's West Virginia? I can't read it from here.
Mountain Mama.
West Virginia?
Yeah.
You got Chick-fil-A, you got
North Carolina,
North, South
Virginia.
Subway.
Go
That's
west.
Chick-fil-A.
Go left a
Go
little
west.
bit. Right
there.
there.
That's Five Guys.
Five Guys got West Virginia. Well, I mean, it is West Virginia. Five Guys in the family.
Get
Hold
on
on.
me, Dad.
Only
You're
one
crushing my
sister mother?
smokes.
Qdoba got a state, but I don't see Chipotle up there.
Nope.
And how sad is Oklahoma that Taco Bell placed?
The best rated fast food major chain, obviously, in each state. So I am surprised that Michigan didn't get Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is somewhat new.
Yeah, but how often do you see Dairy Queens outside of First State, Michigan?
Dude, it's the only one up there too, isn't it? The only
Yeah.
Dairy Queen.
I mean, Jersey Mike's had a freaking 1, 2, 3.
There's a handful of Jersey Mikes around town, too.
Looks like there's one
There's
Freddy's.
9 states of Jersey Mike.
What the hell is Freddy's? I've seen it. But I
It's
don't
like
remember.
Culver's.
Okay.
But if this is
Culver's but red.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well,
Dude, I'm still blown away that Auntie Anne's is considered a fast food restaurant.
that's what I was kind of. That's
that's
the
what it is. Yeah.
that's
I
the
thought it was just
pretzel
a-
thing, like in the mall, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought that was just a mall thing. But
I thought it was just a pretzel thing.
Well, Mississippi, you guys need to get out more or something.
Jersey Mike's has freaking most in the country.
Hold on. Louisiana, the best they could do is Subway?
Like that's what I'm kind of with the Hawaii. I would think Hawaii would be,
Yeah.
and I wonder how they came up with that.
Yeah, literally.
Best
Jersey
rated.
Mike's has 9. Subway has 6.
Actually, I think it says. Hold on. Let's
Chick-fil-A has 7.
Yelp. So they came off of Yelp.
Hey, send me that way.
so Dairy Queen actually started in Minnesota, and that's where their headquarters are at.
So they couldn't even win their
They
own
couldn't
state.
win their own.
Jeez. I mean, what do you expect with Tim Walz at the helm?
I'm surprised it's not the Blue Oyster. Yeah, dick. What a piece of shit.
You didn't like that one he had recently where he thought he could fight people on the right?
Yeah, bring it on, pansy. Where are we sitting?
Over an hour.
We're gonna have to get into politics one way or another, so we're just let's not do it on this one.
Yep.
Let's take a break, come back then.
Take a break.
We got a special thing for you after the next one.
Yep,
You'll enjoy it.
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, send us out, boys.
All right, here's the those that wish as well.
All the rest can go to hell.
All right.
See ya.